Hello and welcome to South Chesterfield. We are at the southernmost part of Chesterfield County here, slightly north of Colonial Heights, east of Matoaka, sitting at the end of a cul-de-sac, about to try to go look inside this beautiful one-story home that has been lovingly maintained by the same couple for 43 years. That is one family living in this house for 43 years before they moved on to their next chapter. We're sitting here. This house sits on almost a whole acre, and it is all brick that I've seen so far. I've not seen the back, but so far it's almost all brick. I'll call it all brick. Let's go see what it's like inside. Alrighty. So there's tile floor in the foyer, and then we have this mystery. Who knows what's going to be underneath the carpet? However, I can tell you that this carpet does not match the carpet that is very green, that is in the closet right off the foyer. And in the living room, I've already noticed that I'm 99.9% sure that there's hardwood floors under here. So look at this giant living room. Again, this house is 43 years old, and consistent with the era of those builds, we're going to have on one level a living room in the front, a den slash living space behind this, your dining room straight ahead, the kitchen over in that corner, and the bedrooms on the other side of the house. Here's where I am so hopeful that these are hardwood floors. I fully expect that when you pull this Berber carpet up, you are going to find hardwood floors underneath this gem. The walls are fresh-ish painted. This is kind of a camel color, and we have wallpaper. And the windows, by the way, have been replaced at some point in time. They are a top-down, bottom-up, tilt-out. They've been replaced. I see a tiny bit of fogging here. I don't know whether that's dirty or whether there's an issue with them. These are definitely, though, not original windows. So nice size square dining room. It's a really big dining room, all in all. It has this cool floral wallpaper. If you don't want the birds and the flowers, you can change it. Wallpaper's coming back. Somebody did a really good job matching up this. Really good job. I like how there is chair rail and crown molding, and it leads into the kitchen. Now, I will talk about the kitchen in a minute, but on this side, we have the laundry area. Not entirely sure why somebody moved the washer and dryer down towards the water heater, but you can slide these two so that they are centered underneath the original pine cabinets that are over it. Here is a freezer that likely will stay, no guarantee, and it leads to outside here, the carport. It is a 2-car, not garage, but carport with storage. And a backyard that we will visit in later. Ooh, inside the storage, there's shelving. There is, of course, the requisite pencil sharpener that has a price tag on it of $8. That was probably a little ambitious. Somebody really liked this storage because there's even wall up there, the paneling. But this is a great place to keep your trash cans, to keep them out of the way. You've got a built-in work area. You come up 3 steps into your laundry mudroom, and you can drop your bags, do your laundry. It's all right here. I love, as a matter of fact, looking at this really carefully, notice 2 things. Number 1, the door closes from the laundry into the house. And number 2, speaking of doors closing, this one closes, separating the dining area from the front living area or the back living area. I love that. I love a pocket door. I also love all things nostalgic. So this kitchen was probably updated, perhaps never. It looks like your very classic 1970s kitchen with new stove, new dishwasher, double sink, newer refrigerator. They are stainless steel, French door, fridge on bottom. But here we have your very classic and a little bit stuck cabinets. Mind you, there is no microwave in this kitchen. There is a vent, but there's track lighting, there's a ceiling fan, but there's no microwave. Could be that this built-in cutting board, sometimes these, yeah, you do have a built-in cutting board. I remember a friend of mine had a sunken, like a built-in blender. It was great for milkshakes right there on the counter. But you do not have a microwave. You have a microwave shelf, but you don't have a microwave. And you don't have a pantry in here. This is the whole thing. You do have some recessed lights. You do have open to this wood-burning fireplace. Wood mantle matches the rough-hewn beams in the ceiling. This door leading to the backyard, which, by the way, was unlocked. So we will be sure to lock that as we leave. And here's the backyard. I see a bit of a fence, which is a beautiful thing. It is missing. Let's see. It comes over here, and then there's a gap right there. So it is what I'm going to call partially fenced. It's chain link, but it's kind of cool. And this is very wooded. Look at those pine trees. So very park-like. And in the distance, I just heard it again, there's a train somewhere. So if you're a train fan, you will have that in the distance. It's not rumbling through your backyard. So again, I noticed these French doors here will shut this part of the house off. So you can shut off this den area and kitchen, the whole back of the house from the front of the house. Love that. Really nice space. I even love the paneling below the chair rail. And if that bothers people, paint it. You'll never know it's there. So again, recapping, front door slate, not sure what's on the floor in between here. Chances are the wood floors that are likely under this carpeting are not going to match these wood floors. It would be neat if they did. I'm willing to bet they don't. Bedroom number 1. This is a really big size. I bet it's like 12 by 14. It's a really nice size bedroom. And I love, because we're in an older house, we're gonna have this. I love that there's bifold doors. I don't like how much real estate doors take up in a room. By the way, there's rocker switches here. That's kind of cool. Big mirror, single vanity in our bath. Love that the tile is set on a bias here. Somebody's personalized artwork. This bathroom has been updated at some point in time because certainly when the home was built, nobody painted the doors the same accent color as the walls. Kind of like that. Love that this bathroom has a nice deep linen closet in it. I like that the tile goes up so high. There's dust all over that light bulb, and that should all be changed, but that's okay. We can deal with that. I don't see a fan in here, so I would install a fan. I'd replace that light bulb, which is super dusty, and install a venting fan. This is really neat. I like that. So this is a very personalized bathroom, which is really also very pretty. Coming on down the hall. My guess is the primary bedroom based on its back corner location. There are 2 closets here. So that whole wall is basically closets. And I, again, love that they're bifold doors. Oh, there's a wall in between. But I do love that they're bifold doors because you could put a king size bed in here and still have a little bit of space if you wanted a king size bed coming out that way, or it's going to be wider against that wall, but it's doable. This is a big room, and I'm willing to bet, yes. Updated bathroom, single vanity, cultured marble countertop, and I like the sliding door for the shower. There's even already 2 shower towel bars in here. Love this. Ceiling fan, very nice. Pull down attic, track lighting, light that goes to attic, and the second, again, really large bedroom. I bet this is like 14 by 14. Really fabulous bedroom. Windows on both walls, so you're gonna get nice cross ventilation if you open the windows. And look, sliding doors on the closet. They're also glass, so you have mirrored, so you have a full-length mirror. They glide nicely. It is wood inside. This is really great. Really great. Not every place has rocker switches, but the bathroom does. I like that there is overhead lighting throughout here. Formal dining, formal living, less formal living, open to the kitchen, big piece of property. There's a lot to love here. I love the details in the moldings. I love the chair rail. I love the wood. Heavens. I don't think I personally have always wanted carpeting in the dining room, but it's not the worst thing either. And it's soundproof, or sound reducing at any rate. So again, open concept, newer windows, 43 years young. Let me know what you think. And if you are looking for a house in South Chesterfield and need someone to help you out, I would love to talk to you.